What is good? What up, Carnage? How you doing, bro? What am I focused to? Gunner. Kawhi? Wait, how do you pronounce that? Also, Kai was good. Last Discipline is pretty good. There's some techie stuff you can do with it. Do I have a piece of it? If you get 4-piece, what is it? When you pick up orbs, it gives you like a 16th of your way to spawning a special ammo brick. It's gear perks, right? Last Discipline. Yeah. 4-piece power loader. Upon picking up an orb of power, grants 6.25 special ammo progress. I think it's 6.25 times 16 is 100. Yeah. So 16 orbs if you pick them up. You should poop out a special brick on top of where you are. For yourself and teammates, I think it just automatically gives you the special and then it poops it out for your teammates. For Mario Galaxy, I played Mario Galaxy on Wii like years ago, back when I actually played the Wii. I didn't mind it. It was pretty fun. It was cool. What a booty. Driving the smoke jumper. No, it's just for different stuff. So like, okay, if I was playing Solar Hunter, for mid game, I'd probably do smoke jumper and 2-piece AN adapter. I would still probably use that in damage as long as it fit with my build. Same with prismatic if I'm playing like Hunter, for example. But if we were doing something where we're like using this armor set to produce special, then I just want to have it, you know? We just kind of want to test with it and see if it's good. Reckon you watch the Mario Galaxy movie next year? I didn't watch the Mario movie. Is it with Chris Pratt again? Because I'll watch that potentially. That first one and then maybe Mario Galaxy. I don't know if they're actually good though. But also the issue is like I'm just like not a big cartoon enjoyer. Put that away. Lumina. Rufus's Fury. Trailer looks promising. Okay. Probably my art shit. Yeah. I think it's an armor set that has like a lot of potential. I don't know if it'll actually be good. Critics disliked it. I just watched The Running Man last night with Glenn Powell. That was actually a pretty good movie. Pretty sure critics said it was like not good at all. Yeah, it's just how it goes, bro. Curious if I should play with strafe jump. Shit. What'd you watch? I watched The Running Man. It's like... What the fuck? What is happening? Okay. I watched The Running Man, and the plot is like... The guy was poor. He signed up for this game show. You have to survive 30 days while people are hunting you. Control a player. And then you win like $1 billion. No, yeah, the cast is pretty good, bro. I liked it. The first like 30 minutes are kind of slow. After that, it's pretty good. Oh, my aim. Oh, unlucky. Bro, my aim is dog shit. Also, why is PI not proccing? Oh, there it is. Oh my god. That guy's not a real human being. No! My mouse just disconnected. Better than Alex is good. You in the game? Oh no. How likely do you think it is that Still Hunt doesn't get nerfed disabled? Dude, I think it is like actually super low odds that that thing is actually usable in the dungeon. I just don't think they'd buff it as much. I don't think Bungie is a stupid company. They are a lot of things that you might not use as like positive adjectives to describe the company, but they're not like stupid. Dude, what is happening? Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine Prime Still Hunt comes back. What are we farming for? Last discipline set. I have 2 of the 4 pieces that I want with the stats that I want. They're not like perfect in terms of tuning, and I might change some of the stats around because Hunter kind of requires class ability energy for this to be good, but oh, I'm terrible. Oh shit me. No. Whatever. Yeah, what's up, Gunny? How we doing, bro? Enemy team playing with blindfolds. There's like 2 people on this team that I've never played a video game before, I swear. Oh. And then I just missed every shot. So with 4-piece, every time you pick up an orb of power, it gives you like a 16th. Those are teammates. It gives you a 16th of your special ammo meter progress. What the fuck? Oh. Haliatus? Okay. Laundry and house shit. That's dope. How old is she now? My nephew actually turned 1 today. Damn. That fried me. I was stern. My nephew turned 1 today. Actually adorable, bro. 16 months. That's crazy. Please let me. Okay, cool. Really? He's not. Oh, wait, I did get hits on that. The hell? Dude, like, what is happening right now? All right. Walking down a few weeks ago. Oh, that's sick. Yeah, I'm actually curious. Like, I hear so many people just throwing ages around when, like, kids start walking, talking, doing all types of shit. And I, like, never know when to expect them to be doing some cool shit. Nah, bro. Buff fucking Tether, man. Day going so far, not bad. Although I did have a haircut, like a barbershop appointment, and their system never notifies me like the day before my cut. So I missed it. Which kind of blows. I didn't even know I had it. I told him like 4 times too. It's like, your shit doesn't work. I tagged him 100. Disaster. Yeah, bro, getting the armor drops is actually pretty rare, which kind of sucks because it just means you have to do more and more PvP. $12 to 18 month range creative development. Okay, got you. Every day she does something new. Every day. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm excited for that. I'll get to see him around Christmas time, so very excited for that. My first word, bro. I have no idea. Like, so I know my nephew. He'll say like "da," and so they think he's saying like "dada," but like you don't really know if he's actually just making noises or actually trying to say "dad" or "daddy" or "dada." You know what I mean? He grabs me and says "my dada." Oh, okay. Yeah. See, like in that case, I think it makes sense, but I think if they said like even mom, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It depends. I feel like there'll be a moment where he says like a legit first word. What game am I joining into? Am I winning? I'm not. Don't you get like bad rewards if you don't win? Unlucky. That was definitely a headshot. Yeah, what's up, Mela? How you doing, bro? Oh yeah, back to the Prime Still Hunt thing though. I don't think like I think what's likely to happen is we get Prime Still Hunt to come back into the game, and the dungeon boss just is not a dungeon boss that you want to use Still Hunt on. I think that's the most likely outcome. Fuck. I don't know what the fuck just transpired there. I'm also like 1 HP, man. Whoa, okay. Where did he just go? There's way too many Spectral Blades popping. I should probably get off tether and be on Spectral. It's so funny. Okay. Damn. Also, I think certain people are thinking we're getting the ability tuning thing, like preview today. So if that comes out, please let me know. Dude, like... Where's my teammate? No way. I missed the headshot. These are weird. They make noises in the brain. Say, did that get a reaction? If yes, they gauge the type of reaction and rank that noise in order of attention grabbing. Babies are capable of speaking like 7 or 8 different languages off rip, but they lose that ability because we don't react to those noises. That's crazy. Imagine if we just evolved that babies like pop out of the womb and they know the languages that you speak just from like hearing it in the womb. It'd be so freaky, bro. Okay, let me see if I get good loot. I got boots. I need boots. Okay, these are exactly what I needed. Grenade, super weapons. That's like the best combo. Now I think I just need Brave Cheater. Now I think I just need arms. Let me check. And then I might want to get some with class because I don't think I need this much grenade. So I might want to. Yeah. Actually, this is a pretty decent roll altogether. This like actually works. Paragon. But yeah, I think we want arms because this is perfect. That has a good tertiary too. Let's chest. Those are boots. Lock those. Should be my class? Yeah, my class item. What does this have? Grenade. Yeah, grenade tuning. Okay. Baby G's moves onto something. Yeah, what's up, Poseidon? Random stuff and challenges in the work? Nah, not right now. Not currently. Dude, I did terrible that match. Lost and still got tier 5. Yeah, peace, Gunny. Take it easy, bro. Then I was playing some of this last night. I was playing with Tiny Turtle, who's Salty's brother. It takes literally like 5 minutes to get a game to pop. It takes forever. What is Lamar doing? Exploring the Pale Heart. Well, you know what? I could farm for a caster perfect 5th too. If I get this done. Which is gonna suck. I don't remember what's the last discipline set do again, G. Picking up orbs on 4-piece give you special ammo meter progress. It's 16 to fully spawn a special brick. So as you can imagine, like if you spawn if you have a method for spawning a fuckload of orbs in damage, you could sustain a lot more special ammo damage. Like you can think about Mint, for example. Mint retrograde is losing 4 shots, so its total ammo department, you're losing ammo. If you had a method for damage that spawned orbs, you could probably get an extra brick to spawn on you during damage and get that 4 ammo back. So it's almost like reverting the Mint nerf. Nah, I agree with that, Mex. I agree completely. Division 2 has a pretty cool system. If you're in an activity with a friend, you get something to drop, you can trade it with that friend. But they have to have been in the activity with you when you get it to drop to prevent like a economic trading system, which is fine. I think the only thing I would change in terms of like D2 is maybe like have a friends list of like 50 people you could trade with so that anytime you earn something, if they're currently on your list, you can give it to them and you can only trade stuff once, obviously. Same thing with like maybe clan. You can do it with anyone in your clan and anyone on your friends list, but maybe not anyone on your friends list, like maybe only like your 10 or 20 favorites. Something like that would be decent. It's like Raver famous cheater. Oh. Oh, he was the guy who hit a like nasty snipe on me last game. That makes sense. Famous cheater is crazy though. You're probably right. Actually, let me check. It's just primaries. Reload and our duration multiplier. Wait, is this Dom guy queuing with this guy? Yeah, I played this Dom guy, I swear, last night. Maybe it was a different Dom. There's like, I swear to God, less than 100 people playing PvP. Is that the cheater guy? Wait, why do I not have a grenade? Okay. When did I use my nade? I must have thrown that at that other guy. I bagged Beaver, and now he's just gonna, every time, he's gonna seek me out and kill me, and then just bag me. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, that guy's cheating. Every bullet just caught my mouth. Dude, he's so bad. How is he missing snipes with aimbot? Dude, he's missing snipes with aimbot. Aim or Zim. I mean, if he's actually cheating. I guess I don't know if he's like fully cheating, but going for the 1v6. Am I 1v6? I didn't know my whole team left. I'm just gonna run around and capture zones. Thought it was just an egregious Zim. Ah, it could be Zim. I mean, Zimming's still cheating. I mean, let's be real. Oh, give me... Who's contesting? Get off my zone. Get off my zone. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yo. No Arc Souls. No. Look, dude. Yeah, we're chilling now. I mean, unless he's not like, unless he doesn't, unless he doesn't like aim with his like Cloud Strike, unless he like tries to do like legit snipes. I don't know. It's just weird. I actually don't think I played with this Dom guy the other night. I think there was another Dom guy I played with, which I was like convinced was cheating. Just because he would like always like slide peek insta headshot me, and I think, I mean, he could have been controller, but I'm pretty sure he was Steam or Windows account. So I mean, I guess still a chance, but it wasn't like a guaranteed roller player who would just like, you know, naturally hit insane snipes. And but I think he wasn't in a clan. It wasn't you? Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, well, wait, hold up. Aren't you queued with the guy who is your buddy Zimming or no? The people who have been, yeah, the people who join this match and then they're convinced that he's cheating. I mean, if he's Zimming, that's one thing, but Hunter for the Dungeon, I don't think I'm playing Hunter for the Dungeon unless Still Hunt is like, I think I'm gonna load up on Warlock, bro. Only played for Everburning Blitz and Kinetic Orbs. What the fuck is that? I don't know. He might be. Oh, you don't know him? Okay. You're just queued with someone you don't know? Nah, see, like, dude, that's an insane snipe to just, like, hit. Am I wrong? You're not zimming? Who are you? You're Beaver? TWAB is out, boys. There's no TWAB, no? So it should just be... Why are people convinced you're a cheater, then? Oh, okay. Alright, not to leave your game. Well, actually, I guess I can just AFK and get the rewards, surely. Oh, you played roller. Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to... I was told you were cheating, and so I just assumed you were cheating. Like, every single person on both teams that I played on last game and this game said you were cheating, so I just assumed you were, like, a known cheater. I mean, unfortunately, D2 is just, like... That's why I bagged you as well. The D2 is just in that state. Like, I just assume that, like, there's rampant cheating people running around. Alright, Graviton Forfeit now grants improved grenade melee and class ability recharge rates for a moderate duration each time you come invis. It's gonna be hellish for PvP. Stacks up to 3 times. Effect does not deplete while you are invis. At 3 stacks of the buff, successive triggers additionally grant a portion of Void Overshield. The fuck? Health and shield regen. This seems pretty strong, actually. This only applies to allies and not to the hunter themselves. Shax is watching. It seems like an insane PvP buff as well. What switches do I have? I don't know. I have actually, I think these are custom switches. If you're asking about my keyboard, I think if you do exclamation point keyboard, it lists the one I have. But it's a, what is this company called? It's a Wu-Ting. Kill someone who's not good in the game. They think you cheat. Yeah, I mean that's fair. I usually just base it off of TTK based on like headshot percentage. I mean, there's times I guess when everybody hits every headshot, but then you've hit some crazy snipes the last 2 games. Anytime somebody hits an opening insane snipe on me, I just assume they're cheating usually. Or I assume they're roller or zimming. Maybe not always hard cheats, but like I don't know. I assume they're not MNK. Okay. Lucky Raspberry. Arc Bolt Grenade ability. Increased projectile lifetime of chain projectile. What the fuck does that mean? This helps it consistently hit. This helps hit consistency on moving targets that are near the outer edge of the chain range. Now activates 0.1 seconds faster after the initial sensor sweep from 0.6 seconds to 0.5. Increase max chain range of the initial chain from 7 meters to 10. Now always applies Jolt on Arc Bolt Grenade hits. Why is it listing this as... Oh, this is just Arc Bolt. Okay. Returns Arc Bolt energy on any application of the Jolt debuff or triggering Jolt change. This seems kind of OP. Too bad Arc Bolt fucking blows. O-Rigs. Increase super duration from 16 to 20 seconds. Cool. Increase disorienting effects against players from 0.5 to 1 second. In addition to applying disorient, misdirection also removes opposing players' HUD. Increases disorient duration against PvE combatants from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Arbor Warden. Picking up 3 orbs of power enhances your next Baronade. Enhanced Baronade spawns a Y pattern of 3 of your equipped barricade on barricade nade duration. This does not work with barricade modifications like Dranger's Lash and Storm's Keep. What the fuck does this mean? You throw out a Y of barricades? Who are made? Dude, what is this change? Dune Marchers increase max chain count from 4 to 7. This seems unnecessary. Each chain hit now grants 2 bolt charge stacks, 3 with the fragment. Glaive melees can now also trigger the chain. should now properly gain super energy if damage is blocked while the player has an overshield. Super energy stored is no longer scaled based on enemy difficulty. Super energy refund meter fill rate is also doubled in at power activities. Super energy refund meter fill rate is buffed by about 13.6% and -4. Dude, if you can just chain, this seems like an insane change. If you can just chain shit. What is this thing called? Not a rally barricade. What the fuck is it called? Whatever. Second chance. Added spawns void breaches on shield throw, final blows. Grant shield throw melee energy on pickup of any void breach. Sentinel shield super ranged attack. Shield throw now also weakens with this exotic equipped. Fixed a bug where anti-barrier shield throw. Okay, cool. That's good. Is that one with Apex Pro over the Wu-Ting? I was called Banner Shield. Thank you. I feel like you should be able to infinitely maintain Banner Shield then if you're blocking, which is kind of OP. Shooting while ADS. Oh, dude, I thought they were gonna like change some interaction with this and like sword flying. How am I in another match? Super class weapons. Last discipline. Wait, this is actually good. I'm gonna store that. This is another vest that has perfect stats. I don't think I need this though because I already have the chest. I think my chest actually has a good tuning too. Yeah. Change character. Okay. Armamentarian now gets 10% grenade energy on weapon final blow. That's like Devour. The fuck? Now grants or now reloads the player's equipped weapon using a grenade ability. This seems really OP. This actually seems really good now. Like built-in demo for weapons. This could be really good for certain rotations, especially while you're transcendent. Re-added ability to swap load SMGs. They're buffing PKs. Increased mobility bonus from 25 to 30. What is swap loading SMGs? Nothing mana cools. Charged grenade now creates 4 more seekers. That's like a huge buff in damage, I think. Increased charged seeker damage by 25%. Improved charged seeker tracking. That's nice. Increased charged seeker lifetime. Charged scatter grenade ability. Faster final projectile speed. Exotic armor. Now. Oh, okay. So these are just scatter nade changes. Oh, wait. Did these already happen? I'm probably stupid. Maybe this is just a reminder of these. My fault. Spawns additional scatter seekers on scatter grenade kill. This effect can chain. Seems pretty decent, maybe. Briar Binds now needs fewer kills to max out the Briar Bind Void Soul damage bonus. Decrease from 4 to 6. I think they meant to say decrease from 6 to 4. Additionally, the Briar Binds... Wait. Void Soul now does more damage based on the amount of lifetime has been deployed on target. Up to 30. Okay, yeah, no. That's a nothing burger change. While Storm Trance is equipped, now grants Bolt Charge for arc ability hits when amplified. Storm Trance damage bonus now builds on hits instead of kills. It's kind of nice. It could actually be good for like a roaming super for damage. Kind of how like what's it called was used, Silk Strike. Swap back and forth without using PK buff. Yeah, I thought that was still in the game. I don't know. Hopefully they fix this. More Arcane Twist. Ended up with a more Warlock flavored version of that. Okay. Melee and finisher final blows grant bonus melee damage. Melee final blows grant 1 stack. Finishers grant 3. Max is 10 stacks for 4x melee damage. Stacks are lost 1 at a time. Last 4.5 seconds. Once you reach 10 stacks, immediately gain 1 melee charge and enter Warlord's Rage, where when you activate your melee ability, you have 10 seconds to activate this Warlord's Rage. While in Rage, gain dramatically increased melee regen speed, gain faster melee speed, Melee damage bonus increased to 5x. Last 10 seconds. Lose all stacks once rage ends. Yeah, it sounds good other than the rage. I mean, dude, this will be insane with slide lock, right? That could be like pretty good. I would be much more in favor with Winter's Guile just being Worm Gods than this, because I think it would come out much stronger, but it's fine. Builds. Yeah, Mighty Doxy. Hitting a target with 5 Needlestorm super projectiles will now also activate Stylo, whatever the fuck that is. The burst caused by the super deals radically increased damage to all targets caught in the radius. The burst should allow Needlestorm to feel like a damage contender. Wow. That's an interesting comm. That's crazy. Also, no nerf to Curus's interaction. No buff to Celestial. Dawn Chorus, Daybreak plus Dawn Chorus damage increased by 5%. Total score stacks increased. How much damage did the Void Melee do? For which class? For Titans, Archie? I don't think it's much. Or if you're talking about Warlocks, I also think it's not much. Just buff others. I mean, listen, I'm not against it. A buff is a buff. Buffing, if one class is above the others and you just buff the other two, it's essentially the same thing as nerfing the one class, except for the introduction of more and more power creep. It's the only downside. But I mean, this game is just power creep central. Like, there's no way of getting around it. So I'm not against it. Like, as long as they tune raids to be difficult when we're in them, that's all that really matters. I don't really mind if the rest of the sandbox feels like way too easy, other than for like practicing for raids. But I don't know. That is true. That is true. All right. Well, that's gonna be interesting. The only thing I don't like about Mighty Doxia is like it says suspending burst. Like, I don't know if I want to trust in a suspending burst to actually apply the damage to like a certain boss, you know? Like, am I gonna trust that? Who knows? Yeah. I would have liked to see some tiny celestial buff, but whatever. I don't even know if you'd want to like celestial buff. Like, surely we just get an ability tuning next week. And some stuff comes in line. So what do we have? Graviton Forfeit, I feel like it's gonna be mainly PvP, but this could be cool for Void. Nah, there's no reason you're running Void. Omni, no reason you're running Void again. Lucky Raspberry could be fun, but like you might as well just be on better chess piece. I can't think of his name right now. For DR with slide build. O-Rigs, this sucks. I don't even think this is good in PvP. Gemini Jester, PvP changes. Arbor Warden sounds kind of weird. This seems like a PvP change. This could be like insane. Second Chance is kind of nothing burger. Armamentarian could be good. Lion Rampants is fine. PKs is fine. I feel like Nothing Manacles. I think this will actually be... I don't know if you'd actually use this over Verity, though. Because this just gives you 3 charge. I don't know. This could be good. If there's a situation where you can't run buddies and you don't want to run slide lock, because both of those are kind of polarizing builds, These could be good. Didn't Celestial kind of get buffed by making it work with Still Hunt again or better? Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong by saying that at all. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe. Oh yeah, Gifted Conviction was the arc exotic. Yeah, if they do really tune Still Hunt with Celestial to be really good, then yeah, you definitely honestly don't want another Celestial buff on top of it. I think a base Golden Gun buff is what I'm more looking for. Yeah. I guess Dom's point though is more so like buffing Still Hunt and then buffing Celestial would just be insane. And I think you're right, Aimless. I think it would be good. I think it just depends how well it chains. Depends on how well it changes and how dense ads are. Briarbinds, I don't see this ever being insane. I think the only thing that would make this exotic usable is if you needed some free way to debuff extend on like a close range boss, or they upped it to 30% debuff, and then it would be broken. Like this would be just the end all be all debuff source to use. You'd always have a void lock. These two changes are crazy. Storm Dancers could also be good too, I feel like. I don't know how much the base super hits for though. Why are there 4 of us? Why is this guy stealing my drip? That is a very good point, Berg. I just don't know. It's kind of like... I suck. That shotgun did no damage. It's just kind of like... Okay, if you... I don't know. You can't really buff Sino because then our ammo gen would get like way too crazy. And then you definitely don't want to change Sino. Because then if anything changes with ammo gen, or there's a situation where you only have like mini bosses to gen ammo off of, not enough ads, then like the counter, you have another issue. Oh my god, what is that? What was just shot at me? I missed that first shot. Oh, I just die here. Stupid. I didn't know there was a piece of glass there. Okay. Change like Graviton to be solid? Yeah, I think so. The only other downside to that is like if you're killing an entire set of ads with abilities instead of weapons, I also think that can be bad. Because your ammo gen progress is a lot worse, but they also didn't they also buff abilities to like ability like assists? Oh, that didn't give me a melee. That's unlucky. Thought I had a smoke. So like those ability assists like help with ammo progress now? I think I read that somewhere. Dude, I don't know how to push these guys. Like, well, dude, why? Okay, all right, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I think I'm saying. Like, I don't know, man. This game is definitely in like a point of max power creep state right now. For sure. For sure. The thick shaker. Dude, I hate this map with a passion. For sure. For sure. Surprised there's nothing towards Controverse Hold. They just buffed a lot of these things. That's the issue. They're doing a lot of buffs, man. They're doing a lot of buffs instead of a lot of nerfs, which is not great. But you know, if they tune the damage of the dungeons well, then I'm for it. What mic is that? My mic. It's the beacon mic, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm against it. Yeah, the ability tuning could be a pretty cool preview, but again, I think we're just gonna see a ton of buffs, bro. I think very few things are gonna get nerfed, and we'll just see a lot of like buffs we're not expecting. You're definitely not gonna see a nerf to buddies. I can tell you that much. Dude, why do they always have heavy? No, I agree with that. Yeah, they just need more stuff going on. They need more stuff for the average player, and they need more stuff for the endgame player. And I don't even know what the fuck the solution to PvP is. Oh, this is the most boring game I've ever played. That's a special ammo weapon, bro. Why does that one shot? I thought that was his heavy, but he's running a rocket. Okay. Okay. I don't know where that guy just took a ton of damage from, but Dish Marathon, get the PvP team back. I think Marathon's way better PvP than this game will ever be. This game just has too much. Dude, whichever motherfucker was like, yo, let's make the same sandbox. That guy fucked things up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do against that guy being there. Whatever. I guess I just have to forfeit the point and not sell my life. I don't know where my shotgun shells go. What up, Strash? How we doing, bro? Just got a brand new exotic armor tuning preview, so if you haven't checked that out, hit it. Shotgun's cheeks. Is it bad? In. I don't fuck with any of that. Wow, okay. Nah, dude. How is Osteo hitting me? Oh, cat. This is like a terrible spot to be with no shotgun ammo. Okay. No way. That guy, like, his gameplay, his style works for his gameplay, and I don't know how, because it's like the worst shit I've ever seen. What? Nah, dude. Dude. I swear to God, I just double headshot that motherfucker. Let me get an overload shotgun so I can just like slide over ammo and instantly have it reloaded. Nah, you're probably right. Maybe I should just run conditional. Conditional goes through weird stages. Like all of a sudden it's like really good, and then I miss a nerf and it's like bad again. Oh, I should be on strafe. Holy shit. Kill something. What? Where's bro? Where are my enemies at, bro? Bring it back. Oh wait, the game's almost over. Okay, man. How am I supposed to hit this guy's face when I have that going on? Miss my chill clip rake angle? Wait, what do you mean you miss it? You don't have it? Or you just mean it like it not being as good as it used to be? Oh, I should have infused that. Like not working against unstops and shit. How would you feel if they added the intrinsic STL from Rising into B2? Oh, just everything you shoot picks up ammo? Nah, fuck that. Anyone in chat? Actually, let me just look up what Worm Gods currently sits at. Should be at the bottom here. For Titans. 400%. So 80% increased. Oh, so this is 5x melee damage. So it's not gonna be better than like Guy. I just don't see Giles being better than Worm Gods, to be honest. Especially when you can get to like, it takes longer to get to max stacks. You're gonna get to max stacks and then burn max stacks. Like, I don't know. How they nerf chill clip? They took away intrinsic unstop from shattering targets. I've overflowed chill clip, but they nerfed chill clip and glaives kind of fell off. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah. I mean, the same thing with Tanasha's happened. They overreacted in my opinion. Like it used to be able to deal with. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Maybe they nerfed the shatter damage of PvP. I'm not sure. They overreacted with how Tanasha's was pre Edge of Fate because you had overload or anti-barrier or rocket sidearm in the artifact. Chill clip instantly procced on overloads because you apply slow, and then when you freeze and shatter, you stun unstop. So it could do all three. But then once it lost anti-barrier, just kind of fell off because it lost anti-barrier and unstop. So now you can just do overloads, which I guess is kind of fine, but I don't know. They should bring it back, in my opinion. There'll just be seasons where it's OP if you give it like anti-barrier sidearm. In fact, now you just run like in rocket sidearm, rocket pulse for the most part. You have anti-barrier on your rocket pulse and then unstop overload on your sidearm. So like you're just covered if you're running Tanashas, which I guess you can't run Tanashas and have the overload, but I don't know, same shit. Extend the buff for getting melee kills. That's kind of my issue. Is like Melee final blows grant 1 stack. Finishers grant 3. You're probably not going to do that many finis, so it's going to be melees, which is fine because you're going to use this with slide build or grapple on strand. Probably not grapple, though. Maybe grapple, I guess. And then you're going to get up to 10 really quick. So you'll have 4x melee damage. And then you just proc Warlord. Like, you're going to have 10 stacks. And when you activate your next melee ability, which you're going to do just automatically, you're going to proc Warlord's Rage. This depends on how much regen we get. This will be good, but not needed because you'll probably use this on Slide Lock, which you already have good enough regen with Transcendence, and you can build that super fucking quick. Faster melee speed, I don't really know what this means. If it doesn't affect charge melees, then it's kind of a nothing burger. 5x is the same as Worm Gods, so I don't think this matters. And then the big issue is you lose all your stacks. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, Shresh, I don't know if you saw that, but Dom said good hand cannon is Palindrome or Graviton Spike. I think Graviton Spike's pretty popular. I like Igneous, but I more so just vibe with the weapon and like how it handles and feels, so I use it. It's mainly because I suck at PvP, so I just use whatever I think feels good. Why farm Last Discipline? Collect orbs, generate special ammo. Arcane Needle turret. Yeah, but you're only gonna have like, okay, actually, yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie, you aren't wrong. It could be kind of OP if you manage to bring it into damage. You have like basically infinite needle regen, and you just like spam needles. Like that could actually be insane for damage. Just chucking, I don't know, like 3 needles a second or 5 needles a second or some bullshit, but getting that to proc during like a damage phase against a boss is just you're not doing it. Probably you'd have to sit at like, what's it called? At like 9 or 8 stacks or something, or 10 stacks, and then as it's like decaying. Actually, once you get to 10, does it stay at 10? It makes you 5 seconds. So you get to 10, you have 10 seconds to like have damage start and then get a melee, because it'll take you from 9 back to 10, and then you have to melee again. I don't know. Full auto melee meta. That would kind of suck, but yeah, that could be. I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. Like, these are kind of not bad ideas. I think it's likely to just be underwhelming. Like, are you gonna use Buddy? Are you gonna use this over Buddies? That's the question. Because like, I mean, Slide Lock already does a ton of damage with Inmost Synthos. I think I just use Inmost Cal as well. I don't even think I use Synthos. I don't know if Synthos is even worth it now. Or wait, sorry. I use Cal Synthos, not Inmost Cal. So yeah, Synthos is definitely worth it. And Synthos gives 165. That is way lower. It's 2 stacks. Yeah. I just want to set to experiment with for damage. We want to test some shit out. Loved Glaives. I hate Glaives. I hate Glaives for PvE. They just feel so sluggish and slow to me. Yeah, what up, Spect? Oh yeah, also nothing. Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, we have nothing about exotics going higher than tier 2 right now. So terminus for the rake angle. Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, rake angle is a good. I hate using glaives, but overflow with chill clip is really good. Especially if you have combatant difficulty. Like, okay, we came from a meta where Tinashe's was like the best weapon to run in the kinetic slot. Like Tinashe's orb printer and a heavy weapon was like the god loadout pretty much. If you needed a glaive so that you could like tank damage or an enemy or something like that, kite an enemy around, you would just put a glaive on. So you just swap that out for Tinashe's in the same slot, and you'd use chill clip to basically be the same thing. Overflow, so you never had to reload because glaive reload is slow. So yeah, it was just kind of a Tinashe's replacement when you needed a glaive. And then we got a raid with 0 combatant difficulty. Like, it was actually just impossible to die in the raid. So I want it to be a Vesper's host, not anything like Sunder Doctrine. I think Vesper's host, crank up the combatant difficulty a bit just to account for power creep. I think we're, I don't want to say significantly stronger now than we were then, because I think prismatic with class abilities like is still the biggest thing, or class item exotic is still the biggest thing. But I'm trying to think, I guess the new stats do make us a good amount more powerful. Yeah, and the buddy build. So yeah, I would increase the mid-game combatant difficulty a good bit, and then keep probably the rest the same, and then make sure we're just obviously not nuking bosses. It should be, I think, ideal damage. If you play perfect, you should be able to hit 40%, 40%, and then the last 20%. Nobody is obviously going to be playing perfect. So then that difference in percentage is only like 7% between getting like a exactly 33% damage phase, which would give you a perfect 3-phase, basically, like a tight 3-phase. So I think that's exactly where I'd want the damage to be tuned. If you had like perfect players, they could 40, 40, 20, but most even top players, when they're doing it the first time, will get around 35% each damage phase. I can buy to make my parents love me. Yeah, you can get the new shader that was like worth $30, but it's free for Bright Dust now. Or not free, but like, you know, because Bright Dust is free, it's free. Just the logic. Yep, just missed both shots. Ask me anything. Your grandpa. What up, Ghost? What a nade. Like, completely random use of utility. But what a nade. Did that hit me? Oh, I die here. Fuck, how did that guy hit me in the back? What are we doing? Actual burger gameplay. No way. Okay. Did he dodge backwards? What the fuck was that? Also, why was he coming from my spot? Happier Christmas this year? Yeah. No more mom and dad fighting. Bad place to chow. Malpine control. Fucked up. How did I lose my radar there? Slow down on the COD grind? I mean, dude, if you like it, grind it. That's the way I look at games. Dude, this game is so funny now because I swear to God, they'll just take like a completely dog shit exotic that has like 0 application, like Mitodoxia, and you should like never be using it, and they just like make it the end all be all meta. Oh, thank you, brother. I think this looks ass. What, PvP? This map's actually not that bad. I'm just doing it for armor. I have like actually so little to grind. It feels kind of good. No! I'm curious if I had 2 shotgun shells. The amount of teams, the only thing I dislike about these changes, also, Warlocks are just like the best class right now. I actually think Mitodoxia would be a very hard thing to use, depending on how you have things set up. Like, it might not be better to use Mitodoxia on certain bosses than just ripping Sanguine, which I think is good. Okay, man. But like exotic Warlocks are already by far the best class, like currently. You're trolling if you're not going into endgame content right now running a buddy build. Buffing that class just seems a little bit insane to me. This also makes me think with how OP it is and how much power creep they're adding, we're like definitely just gonna get not swap. How is his melee going through, man? Just think of the 15 streak. More buffs personally? Yeah, man. Yeah. Not today, buddy. Like, why is that dealing 160 damage? And not killing. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I die here. Can I catch a break, bro? Dude, what is happening right now? Dude, he tried to melee me in the air, but I was falling too fast, so he couldn't track me. That is actually so funny. Just actual burger movement by me, but it helped. Hit me alive for like 3 seconds longer. Play like shit. Play good. Aren't running Axions? I probably should. Dude, this guy fucking blows. Dardo. Oh, voice crack. Dude, what are people doing? Oh, I die here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's tech. I can re-engage. I can re-engage. Oh my god. Oh shit. Fire the shotgun, you hippo! What am I doing? Why is my guy not shooting there? Underground changes seem insane. Yeah, I think they're going to be really good or really, like, underwhelming. It depends how it plays out. Actually, there's probably not a world where it, like, feels underwhelming, but, like, a world where you lose all your stacks and you would rather just kind of have Synthos and the regen... Oh my god, what a super. The regen could also just, like, come out extremely similar to just running Inmost the entire time. So it's like... Let me just run Inmost Synthos. Oh, I'm so dog shit. All right. We got a cloak. This is Gunner with melee. Don't need that. Nice comeback team. Good comms. I started playing Warlocks or ass, and I contemplated picking Warlock. So much. Now, I feel like Warlocks are always good and will always be good. It's the other two classes that just, like... Titans are OP, then Hunters are OP, then, you know... 6, 7. You know what I mean? It just... Should I run Axions? Is that a much better nade? I saw a tweet that said Mitodoxia changed, they smoking dick. I like that. Hard to put buddies down. I think buddies are like the best thing to just default to. If you think you need the ad clear, swapping a slide is really OP. It just depends. But I think now, no matter how dense the ads are with the jolt changes existing, if those don't get removed, buddies, I think is probably just the safest thing to default to when you're learning and doing mechs. I mean, dude, imagine trying to pay attention to mechs and having to like do slide versus just your buddies are killing everything for you. I mean, it might seem like both are pretty easy, but one definitely gives you a little bit more brain allocation to, like, you know, lock in on figuring shit out in a raid or dungeon. Oh, I have Axion's not. Okay. I'm trolling. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, that's my smoke. Oh my god, I didn't hit a single shot on that guy. No, unlucky. Yeah, buddies are insane. I mean, dude, just imagine, like, you're going to be running buddies in mid-game. You'll probably have a solar lock. If you even need the solar lock, I mean, dude, I don't know if you guys have tried, like, contest level dungeon shit with 3 Priz locks. It's pretty fucking easy. Especially if one of your warlocks is down to run, like, Healing Rift instead of Well. Like, you do that, you have self-proccing Radiant. You might be missing 5% on Well of Radiance. I mean, Well is probably a better default overall, but if you need the supers, which it sounds like a super is going to hit, like, a fucking truck now. Like, you know, Prizlock, kind of worth. Oh, damn. He's got that movement, bro. Planets? Ah, that's how it is, bro. You watch anything back, like, you feel like ass. You can just... It's so easy to critique every little thing when you watch somebody's gameplay versus when you're actually playing. It's, you know... Dude, I'm just dead. Why is Osteo being... Like, why is Osteo so good right now? My aim is so bad. Why did I just laugh like Mickey Mouse? Was such a funny, like, Phoenix dive just to get himself killed. Reverted previous nerf. Okay. Bruh. Peeking a corner with some motherfucker with Arc Souls is so uber cringe. Oh, I'm dog shit. I need to get the fuck out of that place. What is happening? This guy's like afraid to peek. Why? Why are they spawning on me? Like, what? Nah, dude. Nah, dude. Why can that target me while I'm invis? What? Who's balancing this game? Was unlucky. Dude, buff fucking tether. Like, what is that? Dude. Just make, like, Quiver explode and deal, like, a fuckload of damage. Like, why is this super missing its shots when it tracks? Playing D2 and questioning balancing. Nah, you're right. Actually, my sanity is something you should question. That's actually a very good point. Motherfucker, kill him. Oh, shit. Bro just got evaporated. Oh my god, my teammate almost just got me killed. Threaded spike, huge. Is he severed? Shotgun shot didn't go off. Chat. Oh, what a smoke! What a smoke! I'm smoking dick. That smoke wasn't even that good. You're nuts. 4 pieces last discipline. No, it could be good. It could be good. We need to test. Listen, bro. If we cook something up with it, you know, it could be insane. Oh, wait, it's our Goldie? Dude, we're steamrolling. Yeah? Oh, I'm dead. Dude, I thought I was playing the game and I was dead the whole time. That's super weapons. That's like not... That's actually not that horrific. I'm going to store that, but I don't really need a helmet because I need arms? Yeah, it is. It is, Tommy. It's more so for a damage method, but... Llama just said, I'm so gassed to play Lock, bro. I'm not sure Winter's Guile is going to be that OP. 10 seconds of Carnage is going to be nuts. I mean, yeah, but then after you got to build everything back up again, which isn't that hard, but it's just like... It depends how hard it hits, I guess. I guess it could... I guess it depends on like how tanky you have mini bosses you have. I think Worm God is 5x. Four X is basically perma. I don't think it's perma because once you use a melee, it sends you into the 10 seconds. So once you get to times 10, the next melee you do sends you into Carnage. I think I'd be a little bit more like hyped for it. I guess, I don't know. I don't want to be a hater on it. I think it'll be good. I just don't know if it'll be like... Wormgod is 400. Dim gets updates from Clarity. Clarity has not been updated in a while. You can't use dim values anymore. You have to use Compendium. I believe you're correct. It used to be 275. That's the number I had in my head. No, I couldn't put my shotty out fast enough. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing as Wormgods. Wormgods nukes, but Wormgods also, I think, nukes a lot more when you're running Grapple. I mean, you're stacking all your melee damage onto the scalar damage of like a Grapple, which is fucking nutty. No way. I couldn't even see that fucking guy. That's crazy. To me, it's basically like Wormgods with extra flair, but worse overall. Like, I'd rather just keep the permanent buff. But that's me. I mean, I think... Okay, to be fair, I think the reason they probably did it is because they expect you to burn your melees quicker than you would on, like, a Strand Titan. Wow. So, I don't know. Maybe... I mean, they've probably tested it and played with it, so maybe it is really good. Let's see. What a brewy. I do understand your point. Melee ability. I don't know. But also, okay, the other reason I'm mentioning this is like I'm getting fucked up. These guys are really good. Oh, it's 3v4, but okay. The other reason I'm mentioning this is I think buddies are really strong. I don't know when I'm going to be using this over buddy build, you know? That's kind of the bigger point. Priz Conk Titan. Yeah, you could be right. It could be just like a better Priz. It could just feel like Conk is back, which Conk was by far the best thing in the game. But the other thing with Conk is it was Synthos proccing it. And like you could just roll in and be stacked up. I think this game, I think it's going to be a little bit harder to play around. I could be wrong. I don't know. I guess I'll just have to get my hands on it. God damn. Yeah, I mean, just play Priz. Priz with Conk is probably like the best thing still. There's a new build that you can run, which has, fuck, we got a class item again. There's a new build you can run, which has the Thunderclap melee with like insurmountable. I just don't think it's that good. I think it's in some cases it's better than Conk Titans, but I think Conk is universally a little bit better. There's times where Conk's not that great though, and that build takes over. So, any games coming in 2026, I'm excited about them. I mean, a Valheim update. Oh fuck, what's his name? Sean Murray. He develops some company of game. He made No Man's Sky. I don't know if it's coming in 2026, but they have a like massive open world survival game that they're working on with hopefully good progression. I think that has a chance of being really, really good. Light No Fire, yes. $500 No Man's Sky right now. No Man's was like terrible when it came out though. They've done a really good job like sticking with the game and rejuvenating it. I think it's been out for like close to 10 years probably. Yeah. I would say Kai, if you're still in chat, try and bring a Warlock into the next dungeon. Warlocks are seeming like they're going to be the best by a mile. The only thing that would counter them probably is a Still Hunt Hunter that should be able to crank higher damage than them, potentially. But depends on the boss, depends on the circumstances. The Deuce to Tech you're trying with Last Discipline. I mean, I'm trying to gatekeep it. It's simply, well, I'll gatekeep some parts of it, but if you have a method to generate orbs in high volume, you can generate special ammo on your person during a damage phase by doing like, powerful attraction to pick up those orbs and shit like that. The explicitly like good thing that you could do with it 100%, Tommy, is what is it called? Mint's getting nerfed. Its total damage is the only thing that's getting hit. 4 shots. If 3 of you make a brick on top of your person, you'll get probably more than the 4 shots that you're missing, unless you pick them up like at a really inconvenient time. So depends on the volume of ammo in that brick, but I think every tiny brick like that for Mint should be 3 ammo, so that should be 9 extra shots of Mint. Which also will scale if you're running scouts. So if your teammate had a scout during damage, it would act as basically you running, I want to say, a finder during damage. So that would scale it from like 3 to 4 or maybe 5 ammo per brick. Depends. That would, to me, probably be worth the 10 super stat sack to get extra ammo. But yeah. I get my lock up. Actually, I've been playing lock ever since that new buddy changed. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you're playing with buddies, just I would default to lock. All here all day while I'm working on Carpenter. Oh, that's actually sick. That sounds like fun. If you're just like in a shop, working, putting stuff on the TV. I feel like nothing's better than just like working in your own space where you're comfortable and unbothered. Dude, what are these 4v4 matches that I'm getting? It should scale with Special Finder. The way that they worded Special Finders, sorry, not Finders, Scouts. I meant to say Scouts if I said Finders. If I'm running a Scout, it will make any brick that I spawn in for my teammates, where the amount of ammo is increased by the amount of Scouts that I'm running. Oh my god, that's unlucky. So this just increases like your ammo gen meter, so like it just should work. Also, now that I think about that, well, actually, this would assume you have to run scouts, so I guess it wouldn't even work if you're not running scouts, right? So yeah, I guess it assumes you're running scouts. Never mind. I was acting like it would work without scouts, but it won't. Okay. Just special ammo there, but I can't grab it. I hate 1 HP shotgun shots. What's the swap going to be for Celestial Hunters? Because ammo economy is going to be beyond shit for DPS. You think, like what explicitly asked what you're asking, Wrathful? Is that like, to me, that doesn't make a ton of sense in my head, what you just asked. What, like, what's your damage setup that you're thinking of in your head? And what is the solution or the problem you need a solution to? I'm dog shit. I'm so bad. That is also actually a really good point that you're making. Yeah. 1 finder for yourself with high weapons. I forgot about that too. That is another large factor. Yeah, so I think you get the point though, right? Like if this really heavily depends on your damage setup being good while also reserving the ability to generate you orbs of power, which there's not a ton of stuff that does both, so we'd have to experiment and figure some stuff out. Yo, what is that? I just hit that guy 3 times. Okay, whatever. But then yeah, like you're I guess you could imagine it as like shoot to looting ammo, but you don't actually need to shoot to loot if you have something that works well. Oh, I held my left arrow key and I thought I was at the back of that thing, and I guess I just caught it. What'd you ask? So you said Vulpecula, Still Hunt, Rocket Launcher on Priz. Yeah, so if you're doing like the solo witness rotation and your issue is total damage output, I think you do two things to change your rotation here. Like first thing first, if you're doing solo witness, or yeah, this is a question not about solo witness, right, Wrathful? It's just a question about the dungeon. No, okay. If it is just a general question for the dungeon, yeah, so the things I would change about that rotation are like one of two things. Depends on how long the damage phase is. If it's like, I mean, no matter what, unless it's like a super long phase, you should just run double special, fuck the shoot to loot. The only reason you'd want the shoot to loot is if you're genning a ton of ammo on the ground and you can shoot to loot it. If you know you can do that, I think that's fine, but it's a bad default to have for like a dungeon because you just don't know the environment you're about to be playing in. Oh, I don't have that. Fuck the shoot to loot. Just run double special. Bring a full thing of mint and Still Hunt into damage. The thing that I would probably run for mid game would be Tinasha's over mint, probably, to use that as like your main weapon. That way you can bring a Still Hunt shot into damage and then swap to mint, assuming you have like full ammo. So basically, you do the Still Hunt rocket rotation. You would never need to shoot to loot ammo. You would just immediately swap to mint afterwards. That's what my recommendation is. If for some reason the damage phase is longer than that, I mean, the easiest thing would just be swap to like an SMG after that. That hit him and it did no damage. Swap to an SMG afterwards, and just keep going. Yeah, that's my recommendation. Sorry, really long-winded answer, but that'll be like the best of both worlds for you. This all just means you have to run high weapon stat in mid-game, which you should already be doing anyways. I used to be a little bit of a non-believer on that, but now I'm kind of on that wave, so. Final last discipline, just for testing damage rotations. Punish shoot to loot kinetic. I mean, that's another option, I guess. So you're saying spam all my Still Hunt, spam all my rocket, spam all my mint, swap to a shoot to loot weapon, and then I collect ammo for my Still Hunt again afterwards. I think that's fine. I think it just depends on the duration of the damage phase. I can't imagine we're gonna have like EDP duration damage phases in this dungeon. Could be. Did I collect that? I did. Where's that shit trying to go? Okay, that works. Well, okay, you're talking about doing this the solo witness rotation versus just instead of at the end of solo witness rotation doing mint. I think doing mint at the end is way smarter and way safer. And honestly, I mean, probably worse after certain nerfs to mint and certain buffs to Still Hunt, but still fine. It's still completely usable. Yes, exactly what Tommy just said. That setup's good. The only issue with that setup, and you can run that setup with mint. I think it's actually a good setup to run. It's a better mid-game setup, but if you need to crank the damage, you want to just run probably Tinasha's with Still Hunt so that you can get a Still Hunt shot ready to go at the start of damage. I think if that Still Hunt shot makes a difference and is needed, you want to do that. Because Tinasha's also has... Tinasha's has air trigger. Oh my god. Give me my dodge, please, 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 please. I'm alive. Tanasha's air trigger, so it's like the same thing as impromptu, I think, with abundant ammo. I want to say your ammo gen stat will be like pretty equivalent to just running impromptu. Okay. Because doesn't that rockets item have like only 50 ammo gen? Depends how ammo gen works. Yeah, mine is 52 with abundant ammo. Impromptu's a 15% scaler. So that'd go up to like, let's just say 60 versus Tanasha's with abundant. I don't even have abundant on it because I can't. And it's at 86. This will go down, I think, to 76. I think they're nerfing this by 10, if I'm correct. I believe that was in a recent TWAB. No, it's not that. It might be. It's probably just this. Air trigger. Reduce base trait ammo generation increase to 20 from 30. Enhanced 30 from 40. Yeah. So you're losing 10. Your total ammo gen. Actually, I don't know exactly how ammo gen works. Because this should be 52, but then this is a 1.15x multiplier to all your ammo gen gains. So I'd imagine this just treats it like getting a kill with a like 60 ammo gen weapon. I think. So yeah. And finders are a scaler on top of that, but assuming you're using the same finders, it should work the same. I think. Superclass grenade, don't want that. Nosop's going to be active. We don't know that yet. Vision with the armor DPS stuff. Gen orbs make ammo during damage. I mean, even if you only have each player gen a brick once, I think it could be good. The other pretty important thing to think about is like, you need 16 orbs in order to spawn that brick, but it takes your pre-existing ammo gen, whatever value that's at, and spits the brick out on top of you. So if you'd imagine going into damage, I think with Celestial, if you land a crit, you get 2 orbs. So let's just say you have like 2 hunters and a warlock. 3 orbs from your well, 2 from each hunter. That's 7 orbs. That's half almost of what you need to spawn the brick. So as long as you're over the 50% mark, you're going to shit a brick out onto you and your teammates. I think it's like not that cope. See 4v4. Dude, I've had like 3 4v4s today. Either way, GG's. I don't know if we won or lost. I think you guys won, right? Yeah, you guys smoked us. Universal ornaments and renegades. Okay, I'm gonna sound like a hater. I'm against it because if I'm inspecting some motherfucker like McCoy here, I know he's on T-steps right away. But realistically, he could be running Bodas right now in the new what is it called? Season? Next season? Next season. He could be running Bodas here, and I wouldn't even know it just by a quick inspect. So not a huge fan of it from that perspective. I also think the same thing with ornaments. Like, I can't tell what armor sets he's running. He's running Smoke Jumper. He's 2-piece Smoke Jumper, 2-piece Ion Adapter. I'm not able to tell that. Now he could be on Getaway or he'd be running Winter's Guile. I would never know. That's kind of my point. So it's the only thing I don't like about it. I wish they changed the entire transmog system to show the thumbnail of what you have equipped, not how it looks. That's my only issue. Instead of being able to quickly inspect people and know what they're running, you have to... what's it called? Like, hover over it. W take? That's my take. But I do like the ability to transmog, of course. I just wish they'd change the system to a little bit more of like a... show me what I'm actually running, and then just like have some little glow to it to show that it's transmogged versus not transmogged. I think that's simple enough, you know? I mean, it is cool to see like the cooler like little thumbnail images here. They do look cooler than like whatever this default one. Can I see the default one? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But I think I'd rather get information than have my inventory look cool, you know? Like, imagine if our weapons did it. You know how stupid that would be if I'm running like Tanasha's, but I made it look like Mint Retrograde? Like, at that, like, what are we doing at that point, you know? I don't know. If I don't have a Hezens, would the new Hali just be fine? Envious Elemental Honing? Nah, I'd get a Hezen. You could easily farm for a Hezen and get it to the point that it's craftable. I just think you'd be unwise to not do that. I think for how easy it is to go farm, I think it's Master Gatekeeper. It's also just worth your time to go and farm Master Gatekeeper to go and get some Adepts. You could easily get a role that's runnable. But that rocket is just, it's better for a whole list of reasons. Like, one, Haliades is getting a huge nerf. Okay, whatever. Haliades is getting a huge nerf. You have auto-loading is a thing you can use. It has a much better origin trait where you can, like, double the amount of rockets that you're firing. I think, I don't know if I mentioned it already, but auto-loading holster and overflow, those are two really good perks, which have some pretty cool applications. Oh, damn. So, I think it's just better. You have the time. You have 2 weeks to do it. And I'm pretty sure all the master raids are just farmable. I don't think that we have that, like, rotation shit anymore, right? Oh, lucky bastard. Dude, can I kill someone? Thank you. Queefed on that bitch. They're farmable. Perf. Yeah. Just go farm, bro. You're gonna... Me. Of course it's me. You're just gonna, like, miss out if you don't farm it. I think Hezen has a really good chance of being good. If Still Hunt hunters are really good, you're just going to be doing Still Hunt, Mint, Hezen rotation. More than likely. Oh, he can see me? Oh, I die here. Oh, I die here. Or just give me a kiss. I suck. This is not where I want to be. This is definitely not where I want to be. It's a terrible grenade. I didn't even know that connected back here. Okay, cool. Last discipline armor set is bad. I think it's like pretty niche. Wait, did I have no special? I suck. So I watched that knife go past me to the left and it still hit my face on his end. I suck. What? I'm so unlucky on these kills. Oh my god, my aim. Oh, unlucky. I wish that's so bad. Oh, I should probably have a fastball on this build. I don't have a fastball. Ooh, that is really unlucky reload timing. No way that's hitting me! Oh, wow. Okay. Motherfucker! Motherfucker! Teammates are blind. My teammates are blind. My teammates are blind. My teammates are blind. Hard like you. Shit on. Oh, I gotta sneeze so bad. Jake, who you running the dungeon with? I'm curious what your team breakdown is. Like, I feel like you'd put Spite and Hobo together. I just don't know with who. Wait, who else in your team? Oh, probably with like Barb or something. That would be my guess. Would be Hobo, Spite, and Barb. But I'm curious what you guys are doing, if you know. Jake's egoing me. He's egoing me. Wait, did I just cancel the queue? No, we found a match. Sign of the world is healing. Barbuzi eye. Oh, it's Shade with Soda Split. Or not Soda. What's his name? Hobo. Hobo. I think what did I say? I think I have a piece of arm or an arm that is like good to use, but not. I have two that are good, but not perfect. I want to get, yeah. Pineapple gummy energy drinks. I think they're top 3 easy. Pineapple gummy? What is this for? Like, not ghosts? Surely? I've never heard of this. TikTok shop. Oh, Echo Vision. Bro, I need to try some of the Echo Vision. Yeah, their shit looks good. They have like a root beer float, no? Ah, fuck. I don't think I win this fight. That guy... Oh, don't kill me. That guy got ran. Oh, just bad angle. Oh, maybe that's Rise. Energy drinks, no caffeine. Mountain Dew. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because, like, you just don't get the flavors that you get in energy drinks in other sodas sometimes. Nice. Good to know my teammates didn't hit a single shot there. What am I experiencing right now? That guy's on claws. That's true. Dude, what is it? Dude, they're just running as like 3. I don't know what to do here. No way, bro. London Prac, 1v3 the Dregs. It's actually, yeah, it's not a bad comm. I never know where this team is spawning. Hope not Salt's not active. Nah, dude, like, there's no way. Oh, well, actually, there is definitely a way, but, like, there's no way I'm gonna be not pissed the fuck off if that happens. Like, it was just a terrible experience in the last raid. Okay. What is the counter to this? My thing is, I think they might look at it through the lens of like, they kind of fucked not swap up and didn't give us a good experience with it by having all those rallies. So maybe, and just like how different Epic Korgos was. So maybe they want to like give her another shot. I don't know. Nice, for sure. I love spawning in a hostile environment. That's the only logic I have with them wanting to do it again. Well, Stash should go for Warlock. You should just focus a full set with Getaway Artist of Gunner and go for a super tertiary. All 4 pieces. The only caveat to that, in my opinion, though, is like that's like probably the best. But you could also get away with, what the fuck was that? Having one of those pieces have a class tertiary. I have one of those on mine. I think it's actually a good look to do that. Oh my god, I'm terrible. My shit just doesn't map like other people's. I'm also in a 4v6. Yeah, that way you can spam Helion a little bit more. Yeah, I think you're right. Also, yeah, Tides is not touching the raid. He's on investment, which is like probably the worst place they could put a person of his skill levels. I think the average top end player doesn't really have that much of a take on investment because they can usually farm anything they want. Oh, cool, for sure. 4v1. Not that he doesn't have good takes on investment, but like, yeah, he'd be so much better on the raid team. Investment as rewards. Jester's Ghostly, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, investment is the rewards you get for activities, which honestly, investment needs some work right now, in my opinion, too. Because, like, I can't masterwork half my shit because I'm always full on golf balls, but then I need a ton of prisms. The caps are just ridiculous. Where you farm stuff is ridiculous for how much armor you need to get. Like, there's a really big imbalance on, like, how easy it is to get tier 5s. Wouldn't you want Grenade Staff or Getaway? I'll show you my Getaway build after this. You can use your own logic, you know. What you're doing is kind of just getting the best overall pieces to maximize weapons, grenade, and super. Where'd this guy go? Is that him? Was I seeing gas? What the fuck was that? Dude, I'm seeing apparitions. I'm actually seeing people. I can't compete with that. I can't compete with him and a buddy shooting me. Why he's on investment? Okay, but Tides is not Bravo. Bravo is like clinically stupid. And when I say clinically stupid, I mean, I'm not trying to talk shit on the guy. I will, because like, I don't give a fuck. But my bigger point is like, he's just like, he was actually good in terms of balancing the raid. He was just like his own worst enemy. You know what I mean? He was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. He would make really good decisions, I think, for the raid team and give good feedback and stuff. But he had this like chronic desire to like make everyone know that it was him making all these changes. He has an ego. And so he would always leak stuff and try and make it seem like he was the one pushing for making the raid harder. Maybe he was, but to me it sounded like he was more so playing into his own ego. I'm just speculating. But then, you know, him leaking shit, like that's just him shooting himself in the own foot. Like that was the issue with Bravo. I don't think Tides would do that. I don't know Tides any better, I guess, than I know Bravo, but I mean, I don't know if lightning usually strikes twice, and lightning in this case being somebody just deciding to violate NDA to boost their own ego or something. I don't know. Okay, somebody asked about stats for Warlock. I'll let you join up after this, Tommy. I'm just going to change to my Warlock so then you can join back. Okay, let me show off my Warlock build. So whoever asked about stats, I think this is like kind of the best stat makeup you can have. So again, this is a gunner with super tertiary, gunner super tertiary, gunner super tertiary. Sorry, this is not a super tertiary. This would be a super tertiary, so you could have like slightly better stats. You could have basically, I'm trading my class for a little bit of extra super, a little bit of extra grenade. The reason you want all these is so that you can get close to 150 weapons. This way you can run double special and you have basically 100% sustain on your special ammo. You can rip shots as much as you want and you will get enough bricks to sustain both weapons, unless you're like just spamming all your mint shots against like red bars, you know, like that's just stupid. But as long as you're like playing half normal, you'll have a lot. If you scale this all the way up to 200, you only get a 50% increase in damage. And most of the damage that you're getting that's going to be killing red bars anyways comes from your jolt. So I just don't think cranking this to 200 is ever really going to be worth your stat investment. This already gives me what, 16%, which is probably more like 12% when you factor Jolt into things. It gets even worse if you're running Helion. Helion doesn't have its Scorch scaled up, so you get a lot more diminishing returns when you're scaling your Scorch up. These are all like kind of the reasons that you don't need high grenade. I mean, you can run it. The other nice part, okay, like this is the other nice part about this build. This is a weapon mod. This is a weapon mod, weapon mod, weapon mod, super mod. So if I really needed to, I can change 35 of my stats from here to crank this up to 160, and this goes down to 125. So I can just like invert these two stats whenever I need. If you find you're running a primary and your ammo is fine and you need more grenade damage, you can do that for mid game. But in general, I think it's better to do this to run double primary or double special. Damn, yo, armor kind of blows. Let me see what my that's a grenade tuning. Yeah, this is a class tuning, which isn't great. Class again. This is probably a bad one too. Melee. All my tunings are really bad for this armor set. And then again, I'm speccing into class, so it could be a little bit better. But the only way you can really get better than this setup is with tuning. It's the only difference, which I don't really grind for tuning. I just think it's a waste of time. Also, I guess you could be better if you run better fragments, but I think personally, if you run fragments for stats, you're just kind of stupid. I could take this off and run like courage. It depends if you need or want your radiant procs. Just kind of preferential and situational, but I don't know. Yeah. I think I've seen people who have like insane stats and they're running like Facet of Ruin. There's another one that gives you weapons somewhere. Fuck, what gives you weapons that's like so useless? This would be grenade. Oh, maybe this. Justice I've seen people running. Something gives you weapons, I swear. Okay, maybe not. Unless it's one of these. No, I don't know. Yeah. You're missing like 20 stats from weapons from tertiaries. Yeah, it's just tertiaries. That's all it is. I could regrind. I just don't think it's worth the time. Like, I'm still 160. You won't feel a major difference. I would actually go as far as to say I kind of like having the extra class. This is the only one that like sucks. I would take this away and get something better. So I usually run it with Helion, but I don't know. Neither here nor there. If you follow that setup for Warlock, you'll be fine. Your second aspect. Yeah, it depends on your... Oh, wait, does it depend on your second aspect? If you have Bleak Watchers, does that give you 5 fragments? So then why would it depend on your second aspect? Also, the armor changes announced today. I like some of it. But Ruin is actually good with... But Ruin is actually good with Ruin. With Bleak. Oh, yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's just... I don't know if I want it the whole time. That's not a bad take, though, I don't think. I mean, I guess you could... Doesn't Ruin help with, like, ignitions, too, or something? I just don't know if it's, like, that OP. I like all these... Everything that we're talking about is, like, negligible. I think if you're, like, a 130 grenade, 150 weapons, and around there, you're good. Ignition and Shatter. I thought it was Ignition... AoE and shatter damage. Size and damage of the burst when you shatter a stasis crystal or frozen target increases AoE of solar ignitions. Yeah. Why is that going to solar? Less than 2% increase. Ignition radius less than 25% increase. Where's Prismatic? Am I stupid? I've no idea. I don't know how that scales compared to base. Like 25 damage means nothing to me. I think it's too inconsistent to give like an actual percentage, but who knows? Yeah, Kai, if you're curious about what stats you should run too, or Helion versus Bleak, my rule of thumb is if you need the damage, you want to just try and make Helion work. There's so many factors. There's so many factors, but like I guess realistically, you can always proc Helion during damage. It's just getaways if you swap to like Sanguine or Mitodoxia next season. If you're not swapping back to reproc your buddies, you'll still be able to proc Helion. So I'd say if you need the extra damage, go with Helion. If you're moving around a lot, go with Helion. The only time that I'd ever really pick Bleak Watchers is if you need the CC. So if you're holding down an area, CC is going to be a lot better. You can freeze targets. That helps you a ton. Also really makes it easy to get Devour procs by shattering those frozen targets. CC during damage, I think, is also like pretty underrated. I think if you were in a situation like Aatrax 1 in Vesper's Host, you'd probably want the Bleak Watcher turrets. You'd throw that down. It would focus the clones. You'd get random shatters to deal damage to the clones. Your little buddies would kill the clones as well. I think that would be more worth it than Helion. So that's kind of how I personally make the Helion versus Bleak Watcher change. I'd say in most cases, though, Helion's probably better. It's just if you like I guess the Helion damage is like kind of negligible. Like it's not bad. It's just not like insane. It might make up like 2% of your damage or something, if that. So in Shard, I delete all CC and go raw damage. Thoughts? I mean, if you need to crank, you need to crank. You know. You remember you were looking for an ornament that had 3 knives going down? Yeah. Do you have it? I think I found it. I think I was told it was just. Is it the chest? No, it was these. I think I was told it was these, but I didn't think it was actually these. I thought it was something that looked similar, but it was different. But it's not. Oh, it's not this chest piece. No. I see the 3 knives though, but no, it's not this chest piece. COD Ghost cosplay? What? Oh, me? Like Ghost? Oh, yeah, I guess I kind of have like the Ghost mask. Yeah. But no, I'm not trying to do that. You could actually probably make some cool Ghost drip. You'd probably want like a actual cloak on, right? Ew. Ew, the back of this helmet is gross. You just want like a very normal looking hood. Is there anything that just like looks plain? Doesn't he have a hood? Or maybe he just has a hoodie. I don't know. Yeah, Loot Cave should be fine. I don't think you need any specific armor set. I would do your smoke jumpers first if possible, and then your Aeon adapter pieces, but I think if you just get like any random piece of armor, it'll be fine. Never known who to trust. That team got fucked up. No way. Okay, I did get that kill. Tether extender. I don't know. I don't know how that reads. I don't actually know if that means tether lasts. Like, I don't know. I still think tether's gonna be so dog shit. If you made tether last 30 seconds, that's like the only time I'd probably ever default to using it. Ah, unlucky. like I could just get this game is just like be one shot the whole time, I swear. Do the grenade super mod work with buddy kills? Grenade super mod. I don't know what that means. What does that mean with buddy kills? Oh, you're talking grenade, like ashes to assets, like you get super energy. I actually don't know. That is a very good question. Please let me kill you. Let me get this. What's on the wall? Nah. What is this game? What is happening? What is fucking happening? How do I even kill him in Weave Walk? How do I have super? Or not super. How do I have heavy? Alright, both bad armor pieces. I want you dead so bad. Why? So how does it feel to see all these Warlock buffs just for you to stay on Solar the whole time? You know? I'm using Stompies. You want me dead because I'm using Stompies? It's PvP. What are we saying? Huh? Sure. I don't actually know why you want me dead. I don't know if this is a bit or what. You're making me nervous, Toady. Whether you picked up heavy? I just didn't see it. Wall changes W. Yeah, it's just a lot of power creep. I don't actually know what's going to be best. Like, fuck, there's going to have to be so much testing. Like, surely now it's just best to drop the weapons and go 200 super if you can get 2 supers off. Or you start with Mitodoxia and then you immediately hot swap to Sanguine, or you can Mitodoxia, swap to Getaways if you need to repop them, swap back to Mitodoxia, or you just stay on Mitodoxia. I don't think Sanguine swapping with Mitodoxia is ever going to be good, though. What do you mean dealing with swaps? I mean, the only thing that they've addressed in the game to make them kind of organically deal with swaps is the 10-second cooldown. That's it. Or not swap. Okay. Yeah. I think this game is going to go into a state of dog shit, for lack of a better word. Actually, there's better words I have, but I just don't want to say them. It's going to go into a state of complete dog shit if they start introducing that 10-second change or something adjacent every time you swap. Nobody wants to play that. People want to play the game and hit swaps. I never want to not swap. I always think the Sanguine change is fine because of how OP Sanguine is. I think they should get rid of the 10-second change and get rid of the 10-second or the 10% buff. And that would balance it out. That's what I think they should be doing. I don't think there should ever be an exotic that like is so OP to swap to that they're like, oh, we're just gonna make our fix to it is going to be make it have a 10-second duration CD when you swap to it. Just nerf the fucking exotic, you know? Like, let's be smart about things. If we ever enter a point of that where they add more of that stuff, I'll actually lose my mind. That'll get me to rage tweet on Twitter. You're part of the problem for not swap. They should add a modifier called kill swap, where if you do, yeah, you swap, wipe swap, extinction swap. Anybody swaps during a day 1 raid, you go back to the beginning of the raid, all checkpoints wiped. I would take a res token swap. Nah, yeah, same. I'm joking, please love me. They just, I don't know. They just need to make good decisions for this game. The whole idea of swaps being an issue needs to like go out the door. Well, honestly, I don't even think it's that big of a deal in PvP. I think all of this stems from a few people swapping exotics in PvP and people getting mad. And now it's affecting day 1 raids. Like, that's actually insane to like think that's the parallel. Did I kill that guy? Dude, I don't know. I don't know why my grenade is like a lighter shade of purple. No, it's every time. When I get it again, it'll happen. It's been the whole day. There's bugs in my skin. Ah! No, for sure. I actually wanted to peek the entire half of the team. Oop. 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 Okay. That's the entire point, yeah. If you can't handle swaps, don't swap. If I can handle swaps, I'm better than you are. As a player and a human being. So let me continue to do it. This is some, like, it's actually just, like, some socialist propaganda, bro. Where are you going? Where are you going, little boy? Oh, I'm out of ammo. There goes my pink. No melee. Okay. What's my melee stat? 50? 70? And I... damn. Wait, I dodge and don't get my melee back at 70 melee? Oh, no, I need to start bounty prepping. Fuck. I'll do that, like, tomorrow, probably. Yeah, I'm dead. Like, what is... Dude, what is happening with me and my teammates? Are they... Okay, they all died. just likes taking free damage. No medical professional. Last discipline. Try out some damage rotations. Move! Where? Dude, like, what? Why are they spawning back there off my radar dish? Yeah, whatever. I shouldn't have reached out. Do you have a family members that watch your streams and question your titles? Nope. But, you know, you could interpret it as my grandpa's just like, he's like hard as fuck, you know? Like, he's just a hard man. Like, not sexually hard, but like, you know, hard in the paint. I'm with you, brother. Okay, I am not with you anymore. Strategical smoke. No way I'm trading that. That actually just pissed me the fuck off. This shit's actually gonna piss me off. He's gonna be playing some, like, weird shit. That's your teammate, bro. You use Lucky Raspberry? I don't know. Let's get Benz. Weissig just cleared Soulfall's DSC. Oh, nice. As in, like, the first person to do it since, I guess, Dabs did it originally, or, like, since, like, people thought it wasn't possible. Well, dude, I'm trolling so hard. Fuck. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Tony, we have to get him on deadlock. Just miss everything. I miss everything because I suck. Stacking? It's just me and Tommy right now. Oh yeah, Achilles, with the Warlock changes, like, I would say just 100% safe to go Warlock. He saw me. He said no when I asked him to? Oh. What a loser. We'll still get some ability tuning, I'm pretty sure, like, next week. Maybe even this week, because we don't have that long. Yeah, we'll see. Boop. Boop. Okay, no, I'm not peeking that again. Money like the ring I never won. Surprise! Dude, Invis Hunter is so cringe. Can't see that motherfucker. 2 weapons. Not what I need. Sure. Takes the orbit. J up. A lot of footage from Renegades will be coming out next week. What if T-Crash is like hella useful? I just want to come in on Titan, not gonna lie. Yeah, do it. I mean, T-Crash isn't gonna be bad, bro. It's everything's just situational in this game. That's why like you always just want to prep everything that you can. Achilles? Okay. You just want to prep everything that you can. Like, if there's a boss and you need a lot of burst damage, Crash will be one of the best options. It sounds like Needlestorm will also be a really good option, but maybe Needlestorm can't hit the boss and Crash can. I don't know. Maybe it's super far away and takes extra crit damage and you want Celestial Nighthawks. You never know, bro. I think right now in the current meta, if I had to load into the raid with the changes we know of tomorrow or the dungeon tomorrow, I would just have everybody go on a buddy lock. I know buddies will be good unless we get a nerf that comes out that nerfs it, which I don't think we will, unless they change the interaction with Jolt, in which case it'll still be good, just not quite as good. They'll still be insane for damage. You can easily swap the Mitodoxia knowing it's going to do more damage for free. You could test with Winter's Guile. I mean, Still Hunt might be good, but I think that would require a lot of testing. I would just default to 3 locks. Yeah, Winter's Guile could be good. The way I read it is it's just a worse version of Worm Gods in the sense that, like, I'd rather just keep Worm Gods. I'd rather have less stacks to get, the same damage buff, if actually higher damage buff, unless you proc the Rampage state or whatever it's called, and I never lose stacks. I mean, you don't get the ability regen that Winter's Guile is gonna give if you had something like Worm Gods on Warlock, but I mean, you have 3 melee charges. You will usually have like 70 melee stat at least, if not more. So your melee regen's gonna be fine. And then you just build Transcendence and you pop it, and you have 3 melee charges back. I don't know. No, one slide will kill a good amount of ads. You aren't wrong. But, like, okay, let's say you kill 5 ads. Would you rather just be 5x damage or 2x damage? You know? Swap to whatever. What about not swap? I mean, if not swap is in the raid, then a lot of things are going to change. If not swap is in the raid, I would say explicitly the best build that you're probably going to run is just a Priz lock on Getaway the entire time. You'll still use Getaways for damage and Helion. You'll be able to pop them during damage and hopefully use them to get some extra damage and Jolt on the boss. In a damage phase, that'll give you Amplified. You'll be on Needlestorm, so any orbs you pick up will give you 1 mail. You can self-proc Radiant. You have a good debuff. You can debuff Extend if you want to. You won't be able to Felwinter's Finny. You probably won't be able to swap off Tractor. Actually, you'd probably be able to swap off Tractor. You probably wouldn't be able to Felwinter Finny, so you just like Tractor, have your Warlock Tractor swap to Augur. And then just do base Needle, you know? I don't think it'd be that complex. Yeah, that's my thing, Quinn. Buddies are just OP. And they let you like focus on everything other than having to kill enemies. No, non-stop is going to be minus 50. Minus 50 shouldn't be that crazy. Other than dealing damage to the boss, but once you get past minus 50, it does get hard. We'll see. I hope it's hard. It's a Warlock's world. That's what I'm saying. Actually, Milito, you'd probably know this. Is there any time or any boss that like a Needlestorm would like hit and just the Threadlings would somehow fall off and not do full damage or anything like that? Because I think even if I throw it at like a Popties over the pit, it's still like all the Threadlings still hit him, or most of them. Or would you think there'd be any world where like the Suspending Burst somehow just doesn't deal extra damage to a boss? stick, I'm pretty sure. No way using div for still hunt. I disagree with that. I think if still hunt cranks, you'd probably just want div to make sure your damage is consistent. To me, it'd be like the same meta we had for Sundered, where you just do like a div and 2 QBs. Could be wrong, but yeah, we'll see. I think the math on that should come out pretty fucking high, like especially with Sniper's Meditation. Assuming that we're getting Sniper's Meditation back, I guess they haven't confirmed that, but they announced Sniper's Meditation changes coming. So like, why would that change apply if it's not coming? I don't know. Needlestorm at Lockset doesn't function properly, but not sure how much of that is Needlestorm problem, just Lockset. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anything like that, Lockset being a Lockset, Rainix being Rainix. I'm praying we don't have a weird ass boss. I like them pushing the envelope on some of those bosses and making cool fights, but they've kind of proven they don't do it very well. So I don't like there being RNG to getting chunk damage to clear a boss or seeing fake crits to show up. I mean, I guess it could be my own fault if I'm like using like sleeper and not paying attention to the damage numbers changing. But I feel like in a lot of cases, I'm not reading the numbers I'm dealing damage with to bosses, if that makes sense. Like I'm not going to use, I can't imagine any day one I've ever like shot a sleeper shot or a linear or something. And I've, body shot for like 2K and then headshot for like 15K. And I've been like, oh, yeah, crits work. Like, I don't think I'd ever see, like, Sundered me hitting, like, a body shot and then hitting a crit and it still being, like, body shot levels of damage. I mean, now going into the dungeon, if we have a weird boss, I will try and pay attention to that. But... oh, this guy's good. We played against this guy before. Is he stacked? No. Happy to see Still Hunt got buffed. I don't think it needed the buff that it got, but we'll see. I'd be kind of upset if we ended up getting a dungeon where Still Hunt is like the best thing to use. Like a long range boss. Oh, dude. For sure. A long range boss that you like want to use something like Celestial and Still Hunt. If it like forces you to it, just, I don't know. To me, that's just dumb. Wait, what? Donnie T. There's no way that shot's hitting me. No, Boda's nerf is crazy. Fuck a Boda's nerf. I want that. I want Boda's to stay as it is forever. This guy's like insane. Probably MNK PK, but still. It's like going nuts. Or not MNK, controller. We're gonna bitch. I mean, people like playing Warlock. Some people just like main that shit. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe they're not pushing a sniper meta, and maybe they're just trying to make every class as viable as possible. But we'll see. I think the harder part about like let's say Warlock just doing whatever is as good as Still Hunt Hunter doing a full rotation. Warlock's gonna be easier and safer to play in mid game, other than it's like access to DR, but you'll still be able to get woven because of Needlestorm. In damage, it'll be easier to survive and easier to deal damage because you don't have to do some like sweaty ass rotation. So I don't see a world where you're not just defaulting to Warlock instead of Hunter, but maybe. Alright, I saw it. Yeah, that's true too, for sure. Yeah, I think grapple's super situational. I guess you could use grapple. I mean, I guess it's not like super situational. It just requires ads and a meleeable boss, but risk reward type shit. Oh, I can't pick up the heavy. Oh, what a terrible smoke by me. Unlucky. Okay. I suck dick. Oh my god. Wait, why am I surrounded? For sure. What is blood doing? Was that mint? What? Where are my bullets going? Where are my bullets going? The nuke rocket pulses? Yeah, Sam. Dude, what is that timing? That's insane by him. I suck. We're not getting these gauntlets, bro. Keep that one too, because that has some class instead of super. Not that that's great, but we'll see. Yeah, they nerfed quite a few things with grapple. Did they nerf being able to? It was shoot and then activate your melee. Is that what it is? Kind of like slide shoot melee things, similar to that. Grapple shoot melee. Okay. It didn't affect a lot, but it like again, it's just like it to me. It was just like a skill ceiling tech thing. Like made the game feel cool and fun, but I get it. There were certain things that like I think like Bash got fucked, right? Because I mean not fucked, but you could like stack up sprint, slide, shoot, melee. Yeah. Which Discord? Is there a Marathon Creator Discord? Public? Can you just link me the fucking sign up? I'm not in that public shit. Star Wars next to Armor? Just like shoot it to me in DMs. We'll sign up. Can you invite me to the Discord in DMs then? Why do they gotta do everything so complicated, man? Oh, the tier system? Oh, tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. Wait, this is a tier 4? Oh, I'm using it because of health. It's funny. Oh, I thought it was. I read Star Wars. I'm sorry. It's just tiers. Tiers affect how many perks are on weapons. And then if things are masterworked and if you have like enhanced mods and shit like that, pretty much everything you get to drop is tier 5. It also affects how many total stats you have, a tuning stat slot, how much energy you have, stuff like that. It's actually not a bad system. There's like a million stats. Yeah, they changed the stat system now, so it's like weapons, class, super, grenade, melee, health. Like half the same, half different. but they offer like better benefits now. Victorian Child, a Playboy Cardi concert. Yeah. I was in your last game. I haven't played in 2 years. Wait, really? So you're just like hella confused? Yeah, I mean, it'll take time to get used to the changes, but a lot of them are like good idea, not the greatest execution right off rip. That guy's on controller, surely. So yeah. It just, I think they're gonna need time to make it a little better. That was my one game. Oh. Maybe I should run a slug. Okay, there's nobody there. I just whiffed so hard. Interesting movement. Oh my fucking god. Why did I dodge? I just wasted that. Dude, there's like nobody playing this game right now. I also still... Actually, do I have a good pair of arms? I have 2 usable pairs of arms, but nothing insane. Let me see what my armor set is after this game, maybe. I feel to like just stop grinding. Where did this fucking guy just go? Oh, he has AC. Fuck, what a burger. Bro has the don't punch me exotic. And he is heavy. Please kill him. That is a fucking tube. Okay. Why is my grenade like not tracked? Dude, Axions fucking suck. Maybe I'd use wall grenades? I don't know. You think Scatter's best? That's what I had on, but like Scatter also, you just like chuck at somebody's feet and it does no damage sometimes. I don't know. It's just odd. Wig grenades just in general aren't like... that lethal, I feel like. I have no angle, Tommy. I have no angle. Oh, you killed him. Now you're dead as fuck. Oh my god, my damage is like inputting like a second slow. Oh, I thought there was a guy there. Dude, this is unfortunate. I my super like 2 seconds earlier would have been sick. Vortex isn't terrible. Yeah, I could try that too. Vortex just doesn't give you like a ton of pool like damage right away. Dream I tried of some version of you. I guess they are nice for like debuffing quickly. Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. Yeah, like every Void Nade is like really good for one situation, but not like universally good. Versioning. Yeah. That's unfortunate. We're playing that burger again? Nah, I just need to get the fuck away from these fucking sociopath enemies. Dude, where are my bullets going, actually? Like, I should have insta-died. Unlucky. Stop off game PvP, yeah. It is so funny how different the sandboxes are, despite them being connected. Like, everything, or not everything, but like, there's so much stuff that's just unusable in PvE that's usable in PvP. Damn. He was in range with Rose? That's crazy. Let's go, G. Why do you want the last discipline set? Just to test some damage rotations, see if you can get some special ammo to gen during damage. I think with the scout system, it could be really good. Okay. What the fuck? Head off, true. Okay, I'm gonna make that my last game because I'm now officially like bored, and I think I have good enough armor pieces. Let me change characters real quick. Let me see what my stats end up at. I think I want this, that chest. These are the only boots I have, and then I have 2 class items. I think I just want. Yeah, we want the super. So if I did like a celestial build, but then I did these without masterwork, without mods. I have 30 class from this, so this is the only like downside is like I get a bunch of class. That could give me class for health. Super for health. I don't think I need an extra grenade. What is this? This is grenade 2? Yeah. And then mods. I think you do super. This would probably be a weapons. Super. It's 137. I got, dude. It's so hard to know if super would be better than weapons because it's like it's celestial, but I also have another celestial I can put. This is more super focused than weapons, but I have another one that's like kind of the opposite. So what is this? That's 200 basically. 150, 200. It's not like the greatest, but plus masterwork. But masterwork wouldn't really help me that much. I think this would be good. Or I could change a lot of these probably to weapons, assuming Still Hunt ends up being like the carry or something adjacent to that, or mint. This is not like terrible. Better tunings would be better. What is my other celestial? So this is a 30-23? No, 30-21. This is a 30-16. So this just like, I don't even think this one's worth it. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. We have these. Are these all locked? Yeah, they are. Cool. Sweet. Okay, that is it for today. I'll probably be on tomorrow as well. Somebody reminded me of something else I need to farm. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I need a bounty prep. Tony told me I need a bounty prep, and then maybe get a caster perfect 5th. Ergo, because I've never gotten that. Having Still Hunt makes hunter damage a little awkward in my opinion. I'm so used to switching from foe to celestial because you gen super so much faster off Nighthawk, but now you need to stay on it for Still Hunt. Yeah, that's all it is. Like, I don't know. It's one of those situations where you probably, depending on how long or short the phase is, won't get another celestial off. But you could also like look at it from a lens of just crank your Still Hunt out and then swap off celestial, go to foe tracer, and then keep doing swaps back and forth. I don't really know. There's quite a few things you could do with it. How does this look with primer? Looks funny. Yeah, I think there's a bunch you could end up making work with celestial and Still Hunt, but just gotta test some shit. So, all right, that's it for today. Be around tomorrow. Peace. Later. Take it easy. Fuck.